everyone and welcome to day 13 of 31 Days of Halloween. So today it is Friday the 13th, so happy Friday the 13th. How awesome is it that we have a Friday the 13th in October? I think that is so cool. So yeah, when I found out we had one in October this year, I was like, oh my god, that is so awesome. So I know that I'm wearing a Justin Bieber shirt today from its Purpose Tour merch, and that has nothing to do with Friday the 13th, but I am wearing my cat ears, so black cats, I guess, are something to do with Friday the 13th, like, I don't know, but for today's video I am going to be giving you guys 13 facts about Friday the 13th. So yeah, I also have this awesome like dark lipstick on, which I use for my makeup tutorial that I did on day 2, so I'm wearing it again and I really like it. So yeah, I thought I would go all spooky today, except for my t-shirt obviously. But anyway, so I have 13 facts here about Friday the 13th, and they are from the Time and Date website, so timeanddate.com. So that was the first thing that I pressed, or that I clicked on my phone on Google. So I just googled 13 facts about Friday the 13th. This was the first thing, so I'm going to go through this as quick as possible because there's quite a bit here, because obviously there's 13 facts. So let's get started. So number one, it's unclear why it is feared, and it says here, very little is known about the origins of the day's notoriety. Is that how you say that word? Some historians believe that the superstition surrounding it arose in the late 19th century. The first documented mention of the day can be found in a biography of Italian composer Gioacchino Rossini, that's hard to say, who died on Friday the 13th, on Friday the 13th. A 1907 book, Friday the 13th, by American businessman Thomas Wilson, may have further perpetuated the superstition. Others believe that the myth has biblical origins. Jesus was crucified on a Friday, and there were 13 guests at the Last Supper the night before his crucifixion. And then another account suggests that the day has been associated with misfortune since 1307, when on a Friday the 13th the French king gave the orders to arrest hundreds of Knights Templar. So that's the first one. The second one says, yet the fear is very real. So real that one scientific name wasn't enough. The fear of Friday the 13th is also called, oh my god, this is such a big word, Frigatrixia-idecaphobia, or Paraskevidecatrypophobia. Those are really hard to say. Now say that 10 times really fast. They're just hard to say once. So Frigatrixia-idecaphobia comes from Frigg, the Norse goddess of wisdom, after whom Friday is named, and the Greek words Trissa Ideca, I'm probably saying that wrong, meaning 13, and phobia meaning fear. Paraskevidecatryphobia is also derived from Greek. Paraskevi translate on Friday as Friday, and decatria is another way of saying 13. Number 3, very common. Experts say that Frigatrixia-idecaphobia affects millions of people, and estimate that business, especially airlines, suffer from severe losses on Friday the 13th. Trixia-idecaphobia, or the fear of number 13, is even more widespread. So much so that many high-rise buildings, hotels and hospitals skip the 13th floor, and many airports do not have gates numbered 13. In many parts of the world, having 13 people at the dinner table is considered bad luck. Number 4, Friday the 13th can come in threes. A bit of bad news for all of you who suffer from Friga-Triskaidekaphobia. All years will have at least one Friday the 13th. The good news is that there cannot be more than 3 Friday the 13th in any given calendar. The longest one can go without seeing a Friday the 13th is 14 months. Number 5 says Blame Sunday. For a month to have Friday the 13th, the month must begin on a Sunday. Don't believe us? Check out our calendars and test it out for yourself. Number 6, Friday the 13th, patterns repeat in the calendar. There is a calendrical method to the madness of Friday the 13th. Whenever a common year begins as on a Thursday, the months of February, March and November will have Friday the 13th. This will happen 11 times in the 21st century. The February, March, November pattern repeats in a 28-year cycle. In the 21st century, the cycle began in 2009. In 2015, 6 years later, Friday the 13th occurred in February, March and November. This won't happen for 11 more years until 2026. And we'll have to wait again for 11 years until 2037 to see February, March and November trilogy. This pattern will repeat itself starting 2043, 6 years after 2037. Oh my god. Number 7, almost to the end here. Even during leap years, 3 Friday the 13th can occur in a leap year as well. If January 1 of a leap year falls on a Sunday, the months of January, April and July will have a Friday the 13th. In the 20th century, this happened in 1920, 1956 and 1984. And in the 21st century, this will happen 4 times in 2012, 2040, 2068 and 2096. Notice something interesting. Yes, it is the 28-year cycle again. Number 8, fittingly, Alfred Hitchcock was born on the 13th. The Master of Suspense was born on August 13th, 1899. So Friday, August 13th, 1999 would have been his 100th birthday. He made his directorial debut in 1922 with a movie called Number 13. Unfortunately, the film was doomed from the start and never got off the ground due to financial troubles. Other celebrities and well-known personalities are born on Friday the 13th include actors Mary-Kate and Ashley, novelist and playwright Samuel Beckett, and former president of Cuba, Fidel Castro. I don't know how to say his first name. Okay, number 9, it's an unlucky day for some. Friday the 13th is universally seen as a day of misery. For example, in Italy, Friday the 17th and Friday the 13th is considered to be a day that brings bad luck. In fact, the number 13 is thought to be a lucky number. In many Spanish-speaking countries and in Greece, Tuesday the 13th is seen as a day of misfortune. Number 10, and research suggests that it may not be unlucky after all. There is very little evidence to show that Friday the 13th is indeed an unlucky day. Many studies have shown that Friday the 13th has little or no effect on events like accidents, hospital visits, and natural disasters. Number 11, the day inspired one of the highest grossing film series. The commercially successful Friday the 13th enterprise includes 12 horror movies, a television series, and several books that focus on curses and superstitions. Even though the films and television series consistently received negative reviews from critics, they have a huge following. The mask worn by the key character in the film, Jason Voorhees, was one of the most known images in popular culture. Number 12, almost finished, guys. And a country to raise safety and accident awareness. Since 1995, Finland has dedicated one Friday the 13th in a year to observe National Accident Day. The day aims to raise awareness about safety on the roads, at home and in the workplace. And finally, number 13, an asteroid will safely fly by the Earth in 2029. On Friday the 13th, Friday, April the 13th, 2029, to be exact, when 99,942 Apophis was discovered in 2004. It was thought to have a small chance of colliding with Earth, but you can rest easy because since then scientists have revised their findings, which show that there is absolutely no risk of the asteroid impacting the Earth or the Moon. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up to you guys if you got through all of that. That was quite a lot, but that is some 13 facts about Friday the 13th. I had never heard of some of them before, so I hope you guys enjoyed learning about that. Sorry this video went on for quite a while, or I always knew that this one would go on for quite a bit. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and kudos to you guys who stayed through the whole video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for day 14 of 31 Days of Halloween. Alright, bye guys.